Hi guys, in today's video I'm gonna show you how to crochet these wreath of flowers, which are basically called as gajrays in Asian culture. So let's get started. So for this I'll be using 4.5mm crochet hook, red acrylic yarn, the white thin yarn. Then we need tapestry needle and a pair of scissors. So let's get started. So first start by making a magic ring, and this is how I make the magic ring. So place the red yarn in a slanting way between two fingers and then make a cross. Once you have the cross, insert your hook. Insert your hook into the cross and grab the one hand of the yarn and do the flip, and then we're gonna grab the longer yarn. So grab this and make a chain. So now you have a magic ring. Now insert your hook into the magic ring and grab the longer yarn. Now you have two loops. Just yarn over and pull through. With this we have made a single crochet. Again we are going to repeat this for 4 times, and then at the end you must have 5 single crochets into the magic ring. Now here I have made 5 single crochets, and if you want to count it, you can just flip it a bit and then count the chains. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now once I have 5 single crochets, I'll just tighten the circle using the small side of the yarn. And now we are going to work onto the chains that we just counted. So into the first chain we are going to make a slip stitch. That's how you make a slip stitch. After that, chain 3. This is 1, 2 and 3. And now we're going to make the puff stitch. So for the puff stitch, yarn over, go into the same chain where you just made the slip stitch, yarn over out of the chain, yarn over again into the same chain, yarn over out of the chain, and then for the last time yarn over and into the same chain. From there yarn over out of the chain, and then yarn over. So yeah, in total you should have like 7 loops on your hook. Once you have that, yarn over and pull through all those loops, and then chain 3. After that, make a slip stitch into the next stitch. So our next stitch is that one. Just an advice to keep the loops loose when you're crocheting the puff stitch, because that will get more nice look. Now we're gonna chain 2. So this is 1 and this one's 2, and then again do the puff stitch. So yarn over into the same stitch, yarn over out of the stitch, yarn over again into the stitch, yarn over out of the stitch, and then for the last time yarn over and out of the stitch, then yarn over and pull through all those loops. And for this we're gonna make the same, just chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. And now for the rest of the petals, you're gonna make slip stitch, 2 chains, the puff stitch and 3 single crochets. Now once you have made 3 chains of the last petal, you're gonna see a space between the 2 petals. Let me just demonstrate it to you. So you see that this one is 1 petal space and this is the others. So we gotta see a space in between that right there, and then we're gonna make a slip stitch into that space. So here we go, a slip stitch into the space between the 2 petals. To secure it a bit more, I'll just make another slip stitch into the 3 chains of the first petal, and then just a chain to make it fully secured, and then you can cut it off. So basically this is how I weave in the ends. If you have the idea of weaving in the ends, then you can skip this part. I have made a total of 17 reds and 9 whites. Now to make the band, we're gonna chain 100. In order to chain, we first make a slip knot. If you don't know how to make a slip knot, this is how I make a slip knot. First a triangle shape and then a cross between the 2 fingers, and grab the long hand of the yarn, and then insert your hook into the space and start to chain. So this is 1, 2, this one's 3, and now we are gonna continue making 100 chains. So once you have made 100 chains, just cut the yarn and pull through. With this you have just secured the whole chains, and that's how 100 chains look. Now it's time to assemble them all together. So for this you're gonna need a tapestry needle, and then insert your needle into the chain that you have just made. So that's how I insert it, and then start off by adding 1 white petal and insert the needle into the center of the flower and make it all the way through the down. Also leave a little bit of space so that we can make it into a little bow at the end. Then I'll add 2 reds and again a white. So this is what I'm gonna make the color as: 1 white and 2 reds. That's how it should look like. And now we just have to tie a ribbon. To tie a ribbon, just make a knot, tighten it, and then make a bow. To make the bow, just grab it the two ways and make another knot. So that's how I make a ribbon, and then it's all done. Hope you all liked watching the video, and if you did, then please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. You can tag me in Instagram and I'll surely reply there.